Hawaiʻi Volcanoes National Park, established in 1916, is a United States national park located in the U.S. state of Hawaii on the island of Hawaii. It encompasses two active volcanoes, Kīlauea, one of the world's most active volcanoes, and Mauna Loa, the world's most massive subaerial volcano. The park gives scientists insight into the birth of the Hawaiian Islands and ongoing studies into the processes of volcanism. For visitors, the park offers dramatic volcanic landscapes as well as glimpses of rare flora and fauna. In recognition of its outstanding natural values, Hawaiʻi Volcanoes National Park was designated as an International Biosphere Reserve in 1980 and a World Heritage Site in 1987. In 2012, the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park was honored on the 14th quarter of the America the Beautiful Quarter series. Environment. The park includes 323,431 acres of land. Over half of the park is designated the Hawaii Volcanoes Wilderness Area and provides unusual hiking and camping opportunities. The park encompasses diverse environments that range from sea level to the summit of the Earth's most massive active volcano, Mauna Loa, at 13,677 feet. Climates range from lush tropical rainforests to the arid and barren cow desert. Active eruptive sites include the main caldera of Kīlauea and a more active but remote vent called O. The main entrance to the park is from the Hawaii Belt Road. The chain of craters road, as the name implies, leads past several craters from historic eruptions to the coast. It used to continue to another entrance to the park near the town of Kīlauea, but that portion is now covered by a lava flow. History. Kīlauea and its Haile Maumasu caldera were traditionally considered the sacred home of the volcano goddess Pele, and Hawaiians visited the crater to offer gifts to the goddess. In 1790, a party of warriors were caught in an unusually violent eruption. Many were killed and others left footprints in the lava that can still be seen today. The first Western visitors to the site, English missionary William Ellis and American Asher Thurston, went to Kīlauea in 1823. Ellis wrote of his reaction to the first sight of the erupting volcano. A spectacle, sublime and even appalling, presented itself before us. We stopped and trembled. Astonishment and awe for some moments rendered us mute, and, like statues, we stood fixed to the spot with our eyes riveted on the abyss below. The volcano became a tourist attraction in the 1840s, and local businessmen such as Benjamin Pittman and George Lycurgus ran a series of hotels at the rim. Volcano House is the only hotel or restaurant located within the borders of the national park. Loren A. Thurston, grandson of the American missionary Asher Thurston, was one of the driving forces behind the establishment of the park after investing in the hotel from 1891 to 1904. William R. Castle first proposed the idea in 1903. Thurston, who then owned the Honolulu Advertiser newspaper, printed editorials in favor of the park idea. In 1907, the Territory of Hawaii paid for 50 members of Congress and the wives to visit Alikala and Kīlauea. It included a dinner cooked over lava steam vents. In 1908, Thurston entertained Secretary of the Interior James Rudolph Garfield, and in 1909 another congressional delegation, Governor Walter F. Freer, proposed a draft bill in 1911 to create Kīlauea National Park for $50,000. Thurston and local landowner William Herbert Shipman proposed boundaries, but ran into some opposition from ranchers. Thurston printed endorsements from John Muir, Henry Cabot Lodge, and former President Theodore Roosevelt. After several attempts, the legislation introduced by Delegate Jonah Kuhiakalanana finally passed to create the park. House Resolution 9525 was signed by Woodrow Wilson on August 1, 1916. It was the 11th national park in the United States, and the first in a territory. Within a few weeks, the National Park Service Organic Act would create the National Park Service to run the system. Originally called Hawaii National Park, it was split from the Haleakala National Park on September 22, 1960. An easily accessible lava tube was named for the Thurston family. An undeveloped stretch of the Thurston lava tube extends an additional 1,100 feet beyond the developed area and dead ends into the hillside, but it is closed to the general public. In 2004, an additional 115,788 acres of Kahuku Ranch were added to the park, making it 56% larger. This was an area west of the town of Waioinu and east of Ocean View, the largest land acquisition in Hawaii's history. The land was bought for $21.9 million from the Samuel Mills Damon estate, with financing from the Nature Conservancy. Historic places. Several of the National Register of Historic Places listings on the island of Hawaii are located within the park. 1790 footprints. Ainaho'u Ranch, Ainapo Trail, Kīlauea Crater, Unakawa Historic District, Volcano House, Whitney Seismograph Vault No. 29, Wilkes Campsite, Visitor Center and Museums. The main visitor center, located just within the park entrance at 19.4294 degrees north, 155.257083 degrees west, 19.4294 minus 155.257083, includes displays and information about the features of the park. The nearby Volcano Art Center, located in the original 1877 Volcano House Hotel, is listed on the National Register of Historic Places and now houses historical displays and an art gallery. The Thomas A. Jagger Museum, located a few miles west on Crater Rim Drive, features more exhibits and a closer view of the Kīlauea's active vent hail Maumasu. The museum is named after scientist Thomas Jagger, the first director of the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory, which adjoins the museum. The observatory itself is operated by the U.S. Geological Survey and is not open to the public. Bookstores are located in the main visitor center and the Jagger Museum. The Kīlauea military camp provides accommodations for U.S. military personnel. As of 2008, the superintendent was Cindy Orlando. The volunteer groups also sponsor events in the park. Painting of Pele. About 1929, D. Howard Hitchcock made an oil painting of Pele, the Hawaiian goddess of fire, lightning, wind, and volcanoes. In 1966, the artist's son, Harvey, donated the painting to the Hawaiʻi Volcanoes National Park, where it was displayed in the Visitors Center from 1966 to 2005. The painting was criticized for portraying the Hawaiian goddess as a Caucasian. In 2003, the Volcano Art Center announced a competition for a more modern and culturally authentic rendering of the goddess. An anonymous judging panel of native Hawaiian elders selected a painting by Arthur Johnson of Pahua, Hawaii from 140 entries. In Johnson's painting, the goddess has distinctly Polynesian features. She is holding a digging stick in her left hand and the egg that gave gave birth to her younger sister in her right hand. In 2005, the Hitchcock was replaced with Johnson's painting. Recent events. On March 19, 2008, there was a small explosion in Hale-Maumau crater, the first explosive event since 1924 and the first eruption in the Kīlauea caldera since September 1982. Debris from the explosion was scattered over an area of 74 acres. A small amount of ash was also reported at a nearby community. The explosion covered part of Crater Rim Drive and damaged Hale-Maumau's overlook. The explosion did not release any lava, which suggests to scientists that it was driven by hydrothermal gas sources. This explosion event followed the opening of a major sulfur dioxide gas vent, greatly increasing levels emitted from the Hale-Maumau crater. The dangerous increase of sulfur dioxide gas has prompted closures of Crater Rim Drive between the Jagger Museum southeast chain of craters, road, Crater Rim Trail from Kīlauea Military Camp southeast chain of craters road, and all trails leading to Hale-Maumau crater, including those from Byron Ledge, Iliahi Trail, and Cow Desert Trail.